Have you ever looked at a family photo one where everyone is smiling and felt a tiny, sharp pang that wasn't joy? Maybe you noticed your sister's new, bigger house in the background. Or maybe it was a friend's vacation picture on your phone, the impossibly blue water, the carefree smiles, and suddenly your own life felt a little more mundane. This quiet, creeping sense of lack is the work of a thief. It doesn't break down your door. It doesn't shatter a window. It slips into your heart through everyday moments disguised as aspiration or as harmless observation. It is the thief of comparison. Its greatest heist is our happiness. This thief is clever. It doesn't announce itself with alarms. It whispers. It points to someone else's perfect children. It points to their effortless careers. Social media has become the grand arena for comparison, a place where we are all silently keeping score. It's a highlight reel, a meticulously curated gallery of everyone's best moments. We see the family vacations to exotic places, the gourmet meals cooked on a Tuesday night, the children's flawless performances at school plays. Each post, each picture, can feel like another point on a scoreboard we didn't even agree to look at. We start measuring our family's life against this endless stream of polished perfection. It's a game we can never truly win. The goalposts are always moving and the competition is an illusion. A simple scroll before bed can plant a seed of discontent that blossoms overnight. You see a friend's post about their amazing family game night, and suddenly your quiet evening of reading a book while the kids watch a movie feels inadequate. You see another family's coordinated holiday outfits and feel a pang of guilt over your own mismatched, comfortable chaos. This is the hidden game of social media scorekeeping. The first step toward reclaiming our peace is recognizing the game for what it is. The pressure of comparison doesn't just come from our screens. It often walks right through the front door in our children's backpacks. School achievements, from report cards to test scores, sports trophies, and artistic awards, can easily become another tool for measurement. It starts innocently enough. We are proud of our children and want what's best for them. But somewhere along the way, a neighbor's child getting into advanced math or a cousin's son becoming the star of the soccer team can trigger that familiar sense of unease. Suddenly, our child's progress is no longer just their own journey. It becomes a reflection of our parenting. We might not even say it out loud, but the pressure is there. We might push our children a little harder, not for their own fulfillment, but to keep up. A B on a report card might feel like a personal failure when we know another child in their class got all A's. The joy of seeing our child master a new skill can be overshadowed by the worry that they aren't mastering it as quickly as their peers. The antidote is to shift our focus from performance to progress, from comparison to connection. What if we celebrated effort, not just the grade? What if we asked our children what they are proud of learning rather than what score they received? By focusing on their individual path, their unique strengths, and their personal growth, we send a powerful message. You are enough exactly as you are. Celebrate effort, cheer the child on. We are here to cheer you on, not compare you to the person in the next lane. Comparison doesn't just affect our parenting. It can quietly and insidiously poison the heart of our family, our marriage, or partnership. It often takes the form of the if-only game. If only my partner were as handy as Sarah's husband. If only my spouse were as spontaneous as Mark. We see what appears to be a perfect partnership on the outside, the couple who holds hands everywhere. We use that idealized image as a weapon against our own very real, very human partner. This unspoken rivalry creates a wedge between two people who should be on the same team. When we compare our partner to someone else, we are essentially telling them, "You are not enough." We focus on what they lack instead of appreciating what they bring. This breeds resentment and defensiveness. Our partner can feel criticized, unappreciated, let down. We stop seeing the person we fell in love with all their unique gifts and quirks. We take the best part of someone else and hold it up against the most challenging part of our partner. It is unfair. True intimacy is built on acceptance, vulnerability, not scorecards. Choose to dismiss comparison. Choose to look at the person in front of you. Water your own grass. Gratitude and grace matter. A whole lot of grace for our shared humanity. One of the most devastating casualties of the comparison game is gratitude. Comparison and gratitude cannot coexist in the same heart. One will always choke out the other. The quiet joy of a morning coffee is lost because we are thinking about the exotic vacation someone just posted. The simple pleasure of a family dinner is soured by thinking we lack something. Comparison acts like a filter that tints our world with dissatisfaction. It magnifies perceived shortcomings and minimizes our blessings. We could have 100 things to be thankful for, but comparison will draw our attention to the one thing we don't have. It creates a perpetual state of longing, a restless hunger for more, better, different. This constant striving erodes our inner peace. We become so busy chasing what we think we should have that we miss the beauty already present, the laughter of our children, the comfort of our home, the support of our partner. All of it fades into the background if we don't guard gratitude. Think of gratitude as a muscle. The more we exercise it, the stronger it becomes. When we intentionally choose to notice the good, our perspective begins to shift. The practice doesn't ignore problems. It holds imperfections and blessings at once. It's about acknowledging the mess, the magic, the struggle, and the joy. When we starve comparison by feeding gratitude, we reclaim happiness where we are. The danger of comparison is not a modern problem invented by social media. It's woven into some of our oldest stories. The biblical story of Cain and Abel is a raw and tragic illustration of where comparison can lead. Both bring offerings to God. The story focuses not on offerings, but on the state of the heart. Cain, Abel, one favored, one not. Cain, seeing favor, becomes consumed by envy. His focus shifts from his own path to his brother's success. Why him and not me? God warns Cain, sin is crouching at the door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. Envy lies in wait, ready to pounce whenever we feel slighted. Cain's tragedy shows how unchecked envy can destroy family. Unchecked envy can sever the ties of kinship. It turns brothers into rivals. The story calls us to guard our hearts against the corrosive power of envy. Find your worth not by comparison, but in your own journey and efforts. Return to what is good and true. Refuse the poison of comparison. Comparison doesn't just steal individual joy, it systematically unravels family connection. It slowly pulls the threads of togetherness apart. When caught in comparison, we shift from team to a collection judged on performance. The focus moves from us to me or them. Parents may begin to view children as extensions of success. Siblings can be pitted against one another, overtly and covertly. The home ceases to be a refuge and becomes another place to perform. It's a death by 1,000 paper cuts, a sharp comment, a disappointed sigh. We learn to hide struggles and failures rather than share them. Children may hide a bad grade for fear of disappointment. Those small moments add up. Trust and intimacy erode. Rebuilding requires a conscious decision to put down the measuring stick and pick up empathy. Acceptance, shared vulnerability, unconditional love. These mend what comparison breaks. Choose to make your home a safe harbor again. If you notice distance, act early. Pick up empathy, not a measuring tape. If comparison is the weed that chokes our family's happiness, then gratitude is the water and sunlight that helps it flourish. Choosing gratitude is intentional. It is a new way of seeing our place in the world. Make gratitude a shared family practice. Go around the table and have each person share one thing they're thankful for. At first it may feel awkward, but over time it retrains the brain. It teaches children, and reminds us, to actively look for the good in their day. Create tangible reminders. A gratitude jar where family members drop slips of thanks. Write. Drop. Reading them together can become a powerful ritual, reinforcing appreciation. Keep a family journal of moments, funny toddler lines, sunsets, small kindnesses. Make gratitude visible. It becomes a real force in your home. Cultivating gratitude is courageous. We choose to be content when culture tells us we need more. Celebrate your ordinary, messy, beautiful life. When we nurture gratitude, we create a legacy of contentment for our children. In the end, the only way to break free from comparison is to have the courage to be our own family, to define success and happiness on our own terms. Ask, what matters to us? What brings us joy? What are our unique family values? Let those answers be your compass, guiding you on your own path where the paths of others become irrelevant. Commit to authenticity. Take down the staged photos. Put the phone away. Embrace messy reality. Celebrate your quirks, your unconventional traditions, your unique rhythm. We'll fall back into comparison sometimes. That's human. The goal is awareness, not perfection. When we catch ourselves comparing, guide thoughts back to gratitude. Remember, you see only a small slice of someone else's life. Be happy for others' successes without letting them diminish your own. Choose connection over competition, gratitude over envy, authenticity over approval. Put down the measuring stick and be present with your people. Let's be the family with loud, chaotic dinners, not the pristine, staged dining room. Our story is written in laughter, tears, struggle, and triumph. Own your story completely and protect its joy from the thief of comparison. Because a happy family is not one that looks perfect from the outside, but one that feels like home on the inside.